In this film I'm going to be looking at the pantograph settings for the new Lenz O gauge locos. So as delivered they go up to their maximum height, which I think works out at about 150mm. Get the gasometer stick out. Yeah, so it's just under 150mm clearance. Let's get that out of the way. They are of course sprung, so if they're under wires they will compress and rise according to where the wire is. If you're running them on a layout without wires, then you may want to restrict their height depending on what tunnels, bridges and other bits are going over the track. And to do this you use CV121 for the front, for number 1 end, and CV122 for the number 2 end, and those are the values for the end stops of the pantograph. So I've got them fully extended at the moment. I'm going to do this program on main because it just shows it visually. So on the new system you've selected the loco that you want to do the programming on main to, so select the address and then press the loco and then menu. You may need to cycle around, but it's the option there, programming on main, and click. Type in CV121 for the front pantograph and click, and it reads it back using the universal railcom sender on the new system. You can do this on the separate programming track on the older systems as well, and on the new systems if you so wish. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set it down to its minimum height, which is 30, so press the back arrow to clear, type in 30, and then press the loco button to write it. So there we are. You don't see any change immediately because the pantograph has to cycle. So if we drop it, oh, I've changed the direction, hang on. If I change the direction of the loco, we'll handle it that way. Okay, right, so we've dropped it down, and when we raise it up there you can see that it's come to a different height. Get the guessing stick again. So we're down, say 130 for safety. Still springs down lower, but if you want to reduce the height that pantographs raise to, then it's a handy thing. Do the same for the second pantograph, so loco menu, click to go in. 122 this time is the end stop for the rear pantograph, or the one at cab 2. Click to enter, showing 200, and we'll clear that, put it to the minimum, which is 30, and write. Now we escape out, so drop it, and then the next time it will only rise to the new end stop position. Because they're on servos and it's a rotating arm, it's not quite linear, so the values between 30 and 200 aren't equidistant. So just to demonstrate, we'll go to the next value, which is 40. So do the rear pantograph again, 122, click, so it's down at 30, let's clear it, type in 40, and write, escape, escape, and cycle the rear pantograph. You see, goes up a little bit higher. So this time it has come up to 132 millimeters more or less. So you'll see the biggest variation in height with values between 30 and 100, and then above 100 it's not quite so noticeable. So let's put it up to 150 on that one. Let's have a look. So 121 for the front pantograph. Click. Clear it. Write in 150. Press the loco to write it. Escape. And we'll then cycle it. So really, yeah, 150 to 200, there isn't much difference. Yeah, it's almost gone all the way up to the top anyway. So you'll notice between values of 30 and 60, you'll see the biggest drop in height. Hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully that will allow people to run it without the wires, the overhead wires.